summer of 2011, the Missouri Raiders set up camp at Prospect Farm in Brigsley, just outside Grimsby. Each year the Raiders have 3 camps and pride themselves on raising significant amounts of money towards children's charities. Now, the Raiders regard themselves as a Western reenactment group, and while there is a serious aim, they do make sure that they have lots of fun along the way. There's a high focus on achieving authenticity with respect to the West, whether it be regarding tents, costumes, activities or weapons.
Right, now we've just come down and we've done a rehearsal for the trilogy, which we'll be doing on Saturday night. Now, we all carry these sabres. Now, this sabre is a replica of one that General George Shelby. Now, he was a general on the Confederate side of the American Civil War. Now, after the conflict finished, he never surrendered. He took his troops and went over into Mexico, but he offered his service to Emperor Maximilian, who didn't want nothing to do with him. So then he offered it to the opposition, who didn't want to upset the Americans, so he took his troops back into America, where they disbanded. And eventually he became a sheriff of what town, I just don't know, I can't remember offhand. But that's a replica of his sword. But most of these, like everything else, they advertise on the internet. But they also advertise in the American magazines. But to import anything from the States like this is very difficult. So things are usually bought from people who've been either raiders or westerners, and who either died or seized, and they sold off and they bought from them.
Go on, Mike. Show 'em how it's done. Whoa, no messing there.
Really, I've just set it up, this speed draw machine.
So we're talking about here?
Yeah, I'm going to have to bring it a little bit closer to me actually, because the lead's not that
I've
long.
got an extension lead for it, and you can plug in lead.
What, for power you mean? It's got its own.
Pardon?
It's got its own power.
Yeah, but is that the length of the lead you've got?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
there is no way of extending it now.
You can't bring the table in then? You sit on the other side of that?
I could do, but you're sort of safer sitting on the other side of the barrier, aren't you?
Yeah, okay.
Not that anything's going to go wrong, like, but
No.
don't take silly chances, do you?
No, I just wondered if, you know, you'd be able to see the lights easy enough.
Stand there then.
Yeah, I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm going to do, just going to see.
Yeah, you see it.
Hang on, come on. Yeah. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, are you watching?
Got to watch.
Right. 2 coins. Right. Will be thrown up in the air. Right. And this young lady will demonstrate the art of shooting holes in coins. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Shut up, you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
This young lady will now demonstrate the art of fast draw and shooting coins.
Right.
What?
Go on then.
Whoa, perfect. Well done.
Annie Oakley's got note on her.
There you are. There you are. Did you see that?
So the practice goes on. It isn't as easy as it looks though. There are certain techniques to master.
Hello and welcome to the home of the Missouri Raiders. As you can see, we're cowboys. That doesn't mean that we're builders, far from it. We all dress in authentic Western clothing from the 1870s, as you know, as you can see. One of the things that we have to do is to learn how to use our sidearm, or our gun. This is a gun. This is a single action Colt Army and it is quite heavy. One of the things we have to do, as you can hear in the background, is fast draw. So there are 2 ways that we can do this. You can hold your hand away from the gun, which is the preferred way, because that way it's not cheating, and we don't like cheating, if you know what I mean. Anyway, the first thing that we do is to grab hold of the butt of the pistol, to draw it out, squeeze the trigger and pull the hammer back at the same time. As the hammer comes back, it locks the cylinder, and then you can squeeze and your gun will go bang. Unless you're a div like me and forgot to put any ammunition in it, then it won't and you look a Burke. The other way is called fanning. Doesn't mean we wear ladies' accoutrements, it's another way of shooting the gun. Once again, the gun in the holster comes out and the hand hits the top of the hammer, pushing it back, and you can squeeze the trigger. It helps if you look at who you're shooting, because that's the way they do it in the films. On the line!
Hold on, Slim. Cheers, Ron. Everybody ready?
And now the games.
Right, let's have
Will she? Won't she? I reckon not. Now, then again.
Sorry.
Time for old Wild Coyote to show us his rope skills.
Got on, so it's 1 point.
Wood. You out the wood? Brick static. Oh, brick.
The Raiders welcome everyone to their events. Well, nearly everyone. Tell you what, let's meet some of the Raiders.
Howdy, my name's Edge. I'm a Westerner. I'm proud of it. I've been reenacting the American Wild West now. This is my 40th year. I also reenact the American Civil War as well. And to how you get started into something like this is many and varied reasons. In my instance, it was an argument with an ex-girlfriend who said, you either play cowboys or you have me. As I say, I've been doing the Western scene now for 40 years. I'm a Westerner, and I'm proud of it.
I've been a member approximately 10-12 years, I don't know exact. But what appealed to me to start with, we just visited a show after I'd come out in hospital, and I thought, well, I enjoyed that, that's for me. Being interested in guns, the Western way of life, and the people. The people that you meet at these clubs are fantastic, most of them. Everybody helps one another, and it suited me down to the ground. They've been terrific. And what we've been doing, even as today, games, people might call them silly games, but we enjoy them. It's things what they did in the Old West, and we just try and carry it on. Now, we have authentic camps, which is representative of what happened in the Western world around about 1860s, 1870s time. Everything authentic. But as you get older, it gets harder. So you finish up instead of having a big camp, you finish up what we call a kitchen camp. And it becomes semi-authentic. Instead of cooking on fires, you might cheat a little and have a stove tucked away somewhere.
We went to the club for about a year before we decided to join, and the people were just so great and really friendly, and it's a smashing night out. We go out every Tuesday night, and it's better than sitting in front of the box, and they have some really good music on and dancing, and it's funny to see them all in the nice little outfits, and well, we get into the spirit of the thing. Everybody ends up getting into the authentic style. You don't have to be authentic, you can wear Western wear, some wear line dancing gear, which is more like fringing and long skirts, and they have cowboy boots and have a really good time. But the people are absolutely great.
I've joined this group, Missouri Raiders, about 18-19 years ago, and I've always been interested in country music and Western style, and I was in the Merchant Navy along the American coast, and that's where I picked it all up. I came back and joined this group, and everything we do actually is for charity.
This year's charity is for a young lad called Jamie Carter, who's 16 years of age at the moment, and he's looking to go into the 2016 Paralympics as a wheelchair racer. Now this young man, his name was brought towards us and we looked into him. UK Athletics had fast-tracked him into wheelchair racing, but with his equipment and a specialised wheelchair, he needs about £5,000. So although we're not going to be able to raise the 5,000 ourselves, we're certainly going to help him on his way.
There's nothing the raiders like more than a good old knees up. On this occasion it's in a trimmed up barn. Good music and a little tipple. What more can you ask for? The climax of the weekend was the raiders' own tribute to those who died in the American Civil War, and indeed those who died in other wars. The trilogy.
In 1861, the American Civil War began and raged through the land for 4 years. All war is folly, but this one set family against family, brother against brother, and American against American. Almost 620,000 people lost their lives during this torturous time, which equates to 2% of the total population of the country. We dedicate the American trilogy in memory of all those that lost their lives, not only in this war, but in all wars.
Oh, I wish I was in a land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Raiders! Raiders, good!
Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on.
Raiders, inward space! Sabres! Away! Raiders, dismiss!
So I think what you ought to do is to learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, go on then.
So, are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Good.
I've got a right hand, it's here, look.
Good. Put the right hand out, straight out.
Yeah, like that,
Okay,
like that, yeah.
Now the left hand serves no purpose, so put it on the hip, just like you are doing, and droop the rest. Then all you have to do is practice the John Wayne walk, and there you are. A proper cowboy, know what I mean? I think you do.
Like that.
Bye.
Sound shot. Did you get that? Did you get that, cameraman? Hey, did you get that? Shot his leg. There's a bloody worm down there, mate.
Big hole in my foot.
Alright, scrub that. Better not show me shooting the